Hi there, this is Tracy Makarenko, and I'm going to do something a little different today. Typically, I put up an angel card reading or I do a guided visualization, which is what I'm going to do today. But the link is going to be private, so only you're going to be able to find it. Because what I'm going to share with you today is part of my coaching processes. So when people are struggling with certain things, I offer up this guided visualization to help them find answers around what they're doing. So as I read through this today, you are going to probably want to be able to hit a pause button to finish your processing before you hit play again. I will leave a bit of space, but if you find you don't have enough space to do what you're doing on your side because we're not together, then just hit the pause button. So what I'm going to offer you today is called a fire water belief transformation imagery visualization. And I'm attaching it to today's newsletter. Today is February the 17th of 2017. And in this newsletter, I've talked a lot about vows and how that connection to a vow or an oath can keep us stuck in certain situations with people, places, or things. And so if you want to set an intention around breaking an oath or a vow, or even a limited belief during this guided visualization, I offer that up to you now. You can pause and just think about that for a few minutes if you would like to set an intention. If you just want to go with the flow, you're more than welcome to do that. And of course, if you keep this link, you can also do this exercise again. Again, the reason it's private is because I only want to share this with people I'm already in connection with, people who are receiving my newsletter or on my Facebook pages. It's not that this is a secret, but it is kind of going a little bit deeper, and I want you to feel like you can contact me if you need to look at something a little bit more than what's being offered today. So I want you to just sit or lie down in a comfortable position. And if you're sitting, make yourself as comfortable as possible. This is kind of like a meditation. So, it's best if your back is straight, your feet are flat on the floor. If you're sitting cross-legged, make sure you're not slouching. We want the energy to flow through you, so that'll take you to exactly where you need to be. So I'm just settling my feet too as you see me moving around a little bit. So I want you to breathe in, and then on an exhalation, breathe out, closing your eyes, relaxing your shoulders, breathing in and breathing out, relaxing your chest and your torso, allowing yourself to fall into your chair or into the bed or the floor or wherever you are, settling into place. Now I want you to imagine that you're in your favorite place in nature, next to a body of moving water. Now this could be on a mountain overlooking the ocean or with a river running through it. Could be a beach, or you could be in a meadow next to a spring or a river. Any place that you feel is safe and sacred to you. It might be something that already exists, or it might be just a place in your imagination that you like going to in order to feel safe and sacred. Envision that you are all by yourself. This area is completely private. No one's going to interrupt you. It's also your favorite time of day and the favorite time of year. Breathing in and breathing out. You can hear birds singing. You can feel the ground or sand underneath your feet. and you can hear running water or the splashing of the waves. You can feel the wind on your skin and smell the salt in the air, possibly the moss or the trees. Nearby, there is a glowing, perfect bonfire. And now I'd like you to imagine that next to that bonfire, there is a wooden chest or chests. They might be big, they might be leather bound, they might be made of wood. Or perhaps you see a box or a bunch of boxes, an old-fashioned filing cabinet, or maybe a metal one. You might see a suitcase, or even just a Tupperware container. But next to that bonfire, I want you to look and just allow whatever is there to come into your mind's eye. What is it that you see? You don't have to question it if it wasn't something I suggested. Just acknowledge it. So you're going to be drawn to this item you see by the fire. And I want you to go over to it and open it up. You're going to find there's a belief that you're here to transform. So whether it's something you can open up, like a chest or a filing cabinet, it might even just be a book. But take a look inside and see what you see, whether it's a piece of paper or a picture, a bunch of pieces of paper. What is it you see? And remember, at this point, it doesn't need to make sense. Now I want you to take a look on this piece of paper, or take a look at this picture, or open the book, open the file. And what you're going to find is this is going to tell you what your self-worth or value is. It's going to give you a message. So for example, last time I did this exercise, I found a binder full of paper. And the paper was my writing from my childhood all the way through to now. And I could see the difference in my writing from when I was younger and carefree to now, where I was scribbling information more on little scraps of paper instead of having it beautifully bound. So whatever it is, I want you to take a look at it. I want you to turn it over, and I want you to connect to it and figure out how this information you've just received connects back to what's going on right now in your life. What is it you need to transform, and what message is this item giving you? Now you may need to pause this for a minute so that you can sort this out. You can do this now. So I'm hoping you've worked through whatever this item is and how it's reflected back to what's going on in your life. And if you're struggling, by all means, you can email me, tracy@tracymakarenko.com, and I can help you through this, or you can set up an appointment if you want to look into it deeper. So as you look at this item, I want you to start feeling all the emotions that's attached to this statement, or this limiting belief, or this thing you need to transform. It should have brought up some old emotions. And so as you get rid of this book or this file or this photo or this piece of paper into the bonfire, I want you to release all the emotions that are attached to that situation or that event or the emotion that you're struggling with most in your life. Whatever it is, I want you to release it all out. I want you to cry it out or scream it out or just release it out. Feel the fire as a magnet, pulling everything out of your body. Now, if the fire feels a bit too much for you and it's hard for you to throw everything into that fire and see it burn up, remember you're next to a body of water, whether it's an ocean, a stream, a lake. You can put all of that into the water and have the water draw all the emotions attached to this situation from you as well. And as everything comes out of your body, I want you to just feel it streaming out with not a whole lot of work. And feel the freedom as these emotions leave your body or the situation leaves your mind. And remember to breathe, breathing in and breathing out, letting go of everything you no longer need. And if you need more time, you can hit pause. So for me, when I was doing this exercise last time and I found the book with all the information in it, my lovely writing when I was younger to all the scribbles when I was older, what came up for me was resistance. So over time, my freedom had disappeared into resisting certain flows of energy. You know, taking on a life of being a mom and a wife. There were a lot of things I resisted because I had to shift my life into something else. I didn't have time for myself anymore. And even though in my mind's eye, I still feel like I did everything I was supposed to do, there was a part of my body that resisted the have to part of that section of my life. And so what I released was a lot of this resistance. And so whatever's coming up for you, I want you to just let it go. And once it's done, I want you to look over to the left side, and you're going to notice there's a desk there. And the desk has a piece of paper on it and a pen. And you're going to now write out a new belief system around what just happened to you. So for me, because I was resisting so much in my life, I wrote down, I want it to be an I am statement. I am going with the flow. Or I am going with the energetic flow. I am going with the flow of energy. You know, whatever makes sense for you, though, those were 3 different statements. I had to see how each of them sat with me and which one fit perfectly. So I want you to write your I am statement down, and it might take a few tries to find the exact words for this I am statement you're writing down. When you get to the right statement, you're going to feel how it connects to you. I am flowing freely in this life. That was my statement, and that hit me in the heart. That allowed me to feel something even deeper. That allowed me to give up the resistance around love and judgment and all these other things that I thought I had worked through, but now there was another level of it. So there's always another level. Just because your heart's broken wide open doesn't mean that's the end of it. There's more levels to that. So I want you to write the statement down and feel the emotions attached to that statement. And I want you to hang on to them and let them fill your body the freedom of that statement, the lightness of that statement, the depth of that statement. I want you to feel it in your body. These new beliefs, let them settle into the cells, breathing them in and breathing them through your entire being. And when you feel that change taking place in your body, the old is gone and the new is coming in, then I slowly want you to breathe in and breathe out several times. Just coming back into your body and back into the space of the room. I want you to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. I want you to settle and come back. And when you're ready, I want you to open your eyes. And as you open your eyes, I want you to still feel all the changes that you just made to your body, mind, and spirit. Feel how it's settled in your being and you've transformed something in your life. I hope this has helped you. Sometimes doing a visualization like this when you don't have the contact can be a little bit more difficult. But know that I'm with you on this journey. I'm holding space for you as you go through this visualization today. I'm supporting you in all the ways that I can. And so I hope that has helped you. And if you have anything you'd like to share about that experience, I'd love to hear it. Everyone's experience will be different. And every time you do this visualization, it will be very different. Sometimes it's so easy to sort it out, and other times it takes a bit more time, and that is okay. As long as we're here on earth, we have time. So wishing you all the best, and I hope to hear from you soon.